Welcome back to Ultimate Strongman Masters here on Challenge, and with the carry and drag in the books, the Island Warrior Derek Boyer has thrown down the gauntlet.
Next up, it's the car deadlift hold. Now, interesting point of note, these two cars were ridden here today by our very own resident big man, Glenn Ross. He wore them like roller skates, and that's actually a true story. So handing over to him now to tell us more about the next event.
The Ultimate Strongman Masters World Championship 2012, the deadlift hold, event 2. And what an event it is. 125 kilos sitting in the boot. That's the weight over a rugby prop's weight and a 1-ton vehicle burned down on your arms. The guys must strap in, lift the weight up and hold for as long as possible till their arms drop off. Who's gonna win it? We'll soon see.
Well, they'll go in pairs in this competition, and well, Frank Connolly from Fife in Scotland, Woodside, and he's was in 8th in the first event, and then Kevin Murray of Ireland, 7th with 2 points from the first event, needs much more here.
My name is Kevin Murray. I'm from County Tipperary here in Ireland. I'm 42 years of age now. I think strongman is the best type of sport to express your overall desire to be fit in every aspect of functional movement. I'm looking forward to all the events because I suppose I'd be probably one of the lightest guys here. I wouldn't have a very high body weight, so I'll be pushing myself against myself the whole time, and that's all I can hope for. I mean, I'm not going to look at other guys and say, oh, I'm going to do this and I'm going to do that. That's not the way it works. I'm going to be the best that I can be on the day. That's it.
Well, we'll soon see.
Ready?
And as Murray said, from Tipperary in Ireland, the landscape gardener actually is a strength training and conditioning coach. He said about his weight, he's only 17.5 stone, 111 kilograms. And they've got to hold, as you heard Glenn Ross say, for as long as possible now. And this is about arms being active within a role which looks passive, but it isn't. This is a very, very difficult exercise indeed, with the weight in that boot. And it's a matter of deep concentration now, just to lean back a little bit, just to get and extend the chest, keep the arms and the grip very, very tight. But it's the grip that's going to go first, I would think. Now then, the clock ticking away. It's who can hold up the longest out of the 8 competitors. Well, that's Kevin Murray has gone first. Well, we heard that you say that he was under pressure on this one. He's one of the lightest. And Frank Connolly going well, is hurting obviously. And on Murray's time, incidentally, was 34.84. And that looked to me to be around about 50 seconds for Frank Connolly. We'll update that in a moment. Well, the next two up, Gregor Szpecka of Poland. He's currently in 6th place with 3 points, and he's against Paul Carter, incidentally, the big boy called Man Bear. He's 41 years old, formerly England's strongest man back in 2005, Britain's most powerful man in a couple of years ago in 2009. He was 4th last year in the UK Strongman competition, just to give an update, wrapping those straps around so they've got a firm grip. So Carter at the top of your picture. Versus Gregor Szpecka. So 6th place for Szpecka with 3 points. 5th place with 4 points was Carter after the first event. So very, very important here. So, Paul Carter, what can you do? Deep in concentration. Szpecka is looking a little bit under pressure already here. I wonder. It's going to hurt, isn't he? 34.84 was Kevin Murray's time, incidentally, just to update his time from the first pairing. Oh, he's under real pressure, isn't he? Gregor Szpecka. Now, the grip. Can he hold the grip? No, he's gone, and that is around about 35 seconds again. Carter now knows that he's won this, but he's really in agony, as you can hear. That's as a defense mechanism for his body.
50.
That's good, and that's around about 50 seconds. Well, that's going to be very close to Connolly. Remember, Connolly at 49.75, so we'll wait and see for those two.
30. Hogan.
Well, Ed Hogan from Norway, the Vice Grip Viking, so-called, lives in California now. He's 62 years old. He's up against Atanas Abrutis of Lithuania, Lithuania's strongest man. He's been training for 23 years. Third overall at the moment, Abrutis, and Hogan fourth after the first event. So 6 points and 5 points, so 1 point between them. So this is pretty important indeed. Incidentally, Pesca 35.22 and Carter 51.72 on that. So Carter is in the lead at the moment, with Connolly in second place, as these two do battle with self. Looking down, most of them will look up so that they can extend the chest and maintain there like that. Hogan, Norway, as I said, lives in California. Been training for 50 years. He's 62 years old. Incredible. He's won many strongman competitions over the years, using that nose clip to help him breathe.
14.
Otis. Terrific shoulder and neck development for a Brutus. Lithuania's strongest man.
50.
Oh, well, that's very, very close indeed. Both of them around about 55 seconds there, so that's going to be certainly take the lead. So both of those, that'll be a first and second, I would think, from that pairing thus far.
From the USA, Chad Coy.
Well, Chad Coy second with 7 points after the first event.
From Australia, Derek.
And of course Boyer, who won the first event, got a full 8 points.
My wife told me I cannot go home unless I win this event.
Hogan 52 seconds.
It's a long way
I'm
home.
just updating that. And Atanas Abrutis 54.34. So it's 54.34 to beat to go into the lead. Now these are the top two from the first event. So very, very important they do well here to maintain their position at the head of the competition. Look at that grip. The chalk's there to make sure that the grip is good. But that's a special binding to keep the hands in contact.
Ready.
Now then.
Oh, power!
Boyer,
Ready.
Boyer, the big
3,
Fijian,
2, 1.
Australian. He's an actor. He's a gladiator in 2008 on Australian television. 12 times Australia's strongest man, who won the first event. Reigning 12 times that strongman competition, winning between 2000 and 2011. So he's very much in his prime still. He's 43 years old, Boyer, on the right of your shot. But look how cool Coy looks. Coy absolutely giving nothing away with that facial expression. Now then, 54.34 to beat. And these two look very, very capable indeed. That is very relaxed look. Not quite so as far as Boy is concerned.
14.
Oh, now then, look at the change now as Coy under pressure. All of a sudden, it changes.
50.
50 seconds, you heard that. They've gone beyond now then. Was that enough? 54.34 he had to beat. Now, Boyer, and that is definitely going to win. I'm sure it's going to win.
I stopped so he could go home.
Will I win?
I stopped so he could go home.
I want to go home. Glenn Ross, can I go home to Australia?
Yeah, you've won it. Yeah, you've won it.
I won. I'm going home. See
Well, he
you.
has 59.78 his time. He's won it all right. Let's just update that. Boy, look at that. 59.78. Coy 56.94. Abrutis 54.34. There are the rest of the scores for you, right down to Kevin Murray at 34.84 in 8th place on that.
The big man from down under, Derek Boyer, another amazing event.
Not
Happy?
bad. Happy as little leprechaun. Hee hee. Toodly doodly doodly. Toodly toodly toodly.
What's the secret to that event?
It's all up here. This is my best event, and I knew that I could outlast all the guys. I just wanted to do just enough just to win that event.
Now I see you've got these straps on. How much of it is to do with your grip and how much of it is to do with you just being able to suspend that weight off your shoulders?
After about 40 seconds, all the blood drains from your hands, and they actually release off the handle. So you're relying on the straps to actually stay on without peeling off.
Right.
Very important. There's after 2 event total. Boyer 16, Coy 14, Brutus 12, Morgan 10, and then Carter, Pitchka, Connolly and Murray 8, 5, 4, 3.